All right, so you've just done the work values matcher, and it you got to the end where you got to your results. And what it does here, it shows you the 6 universal work values and how you ranked for each. Now, what's a work value? If you did not catch it, a work values is essentially the main principle that you have when thinking about a working environment. And think about all of the career resources over time, all of the career assessments over time, all this research that's been done with employers over time. We have determined that there are essentially 6 universal work values. So over here to the left of your report, you'll see those 6, but then to the right of your report, you'll see your 6 ranked in order. Obviously, the top being the value that's most important to you, all the way to the bottom. So as you progress here through the report, you scroll down, you'll see that your different values can be expanded, or all of the values can be expanded for you to learn what that value means. So I would recommend you read all of them because obviously you have your top values, but it's good to also know what the other values are just so you have a sense of what might not be as important to you. So for me, my top value is recognition. That means I want to be in a job where my talents are valued, where I have opportunity for growth in a leadership position, where I can be recognized and honored for my good work. That's really important to me in a working environment. And you can see my bottom is working conditions. Does that mean I don't value working conditions? No, obviously we value all of these, but this is personally what I appreciate and what I'm okay with. So for me, although working conditions is at the bottom, I still want to work in a safe environment, right? But for me personally, it's not that important. I could work for a nonprofit in a hole in the wall, even though I want to be a leader. And you can imagine there are some scientists, for example, or doctors where working conditions are probably really, really high because they want to be in those really pristine conditions and safe environments. But we also know doctors that work abroad and work, Doctors Without Borders, or they volunteer and they work in not the greatest working conditions, but they could still work as a doctor. So, like I said, what I'm really getting at here is this is your personal preference. You could be exploring the same exact career as somebody else, and your preferences could be different. So your career research in the same field could also be different. So that's something to keep in mind. This is specifically catered to your preferences and what would make you happier in a working environment. So if you want to set up a career one-stop account, you can create an account, and that way you can save your reports over time, or you could just scroll down and click on download. And um, you have the option of downloading in these different formats. So I'm just going to pick Excel, but Word would be just as good. And once you get your report here, you can read through it. And it's really, everything is summarized for you here nicely. And then you can, what I would recommend is save it as a PDF file. So I'd go to File, Save As, and here I would change the Excel workbook file to PDF and save it somewhere close nearby, somewhere easily accessible, because you will be referencing this report again for your homework.